Okay, I'm going to show you how I prepare these molds to make rocks. These are awesome. And one of the tricks that I have heard and found is that if you put, some people make a little mixture of dish detergent and water and spray it in. I just put a little dish detergent in, spread it all the way around. That reduces the surface tension and helps to prevent bubbles. Now, there are probably all sorts of things that change how the cement works. Probably temperature, humidity, who knows, maybe even altitude. But I do this, I rub it with the soapy solution, rinse it out really well, and then I turn them over so that they can drain. That's the first thing I do. Also, I want you to know I'm wearing a mask right now. Cement powder plus moisture equals cement. And I don't want cement in my lungs. Sounds like I have some. Another thing, you don't want cement in your plumbing. So when you have finished this, you want to wash this outside at an outside spigot. So I know that each of these together will take about 2 cups of I use quick setting cement powder. So I've got about 1 cup here. I'm going to put that in, and I'm trying not to make a cloud so that I won't make a mess or breathe it in later. Another. And you do it's a little more than 3 to 1. It's 3 parts powder to 1.25 parts water. So I've got 16 ounces here. I'm going to put it in slowly. I'm going to get 6 ounces right here, close to 6 ounces. Usually I make 3 at a time, so I do 3 cups of the powder to 1 1/4 cups of water, and I stir it really well, and I want the consistency to be that of thick yogurt. If I see lumps or bumps, and this is too thick, it's got to be thin enough that you can stir it. So I'm going to mix this up really well, get all the lumps and bumps out. And if you have put a little more water in than you like, then you can always add a little more cement powder, but this is just about the perfect consistency. Maybe, might be a little bit thin, but not much. I'm going to add just a smidgen of powder to it, but not much. And this, I think, is the real key to coming up with a mold that doesn't have a lot of bubbles, because it's thin enough that the bubbles can rise to the top. So I'm going to fill my mold. And I'm going to tap it, and that also taps it down some so I can add some more cement powder. Tap, 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 tap. I still could use a little extra, so I'm going to put a little bit more. Tap, 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 tap. So the height is perfect. I'm going to tap the sides to get those bubbles to rise. And you'll see the bubbles rise up. The more you tap, the more the bubbles will rise up. Now, because I use as much water as I do, it's going to take at least 24 hours. I usually wait about 2 days to take them out of the mold to be sure that they're well dried. Tap, tap, tap. And you can see the bubbles rising here. Sometimes the bubbles are right on the surface and I'll pop them. But even if you get some bubbles, there is a concrete paste like spackling. Once you have made your mold, if you have bubbles, you can take that spackling and fill in the bubbles and then sand it. Okay, I'm going to add some more. And I have a little more cement powder, cement mix. And I wish I had something that was small enough that I could use it, because I hate wasting. I need a little bit more anyway to fill to the top. I overfilled a little bit, and that's okay. I'm just going to smooth it out. It'll go in this little crevice here. And that, I'm going to sit this to the side and let it dry for a couple of days. And hopefully it will come out a nice, smooth stone. And like I said, there is a cement spackling that you can use to fill in some of the bubbles if you have any. I tap, tap, tap a fair amount to get those bubbles out. Even now you can see the bubbles are coming to the top. Spread it across and then smooth it out. And that, my dear friend, is how you make a stone.